Before I begin with this morning's message, I want to take a minute or just a brief moment to address an issue that has been on everyone's mind this week. And that is the coronavirus. Now, like many of you, I'm fully aware of what's going on, and I'm closely monitoring the briefings from our national, state, and city leaders regarding this worldwide pandemic. Now, as your leader, as your lead pastor and one of the overseers here of this church, I felt it was necessary just to share a few things in order to maybe alleviate some fears, maybe some anxieties that you may have or some of our viewers may have. Now, I do want to get to our message today, so I don't plan on taking too much time. And if you have any questions or want to, maybe there's more things that you want to discuss, I'm more than willing to speak to you afterwards or send me an email. But what I've done here is I've broken down what I want to say about the coronavirus into three parts. What my, your, and our responsibilities are or ought to be as torchbearers of God's light in our community. Now, first of all, my responsibility as your pastor and again, as a shepherd here, your health and safety are my number one priority. I do understand the responsibility that God has given me to not only spiritually guide you, but also ensure your physical well-being and safety while you're here. Now, knowing this, I want you to trust that I won't purposely put any of you or any of your loved ones in an unsafe environment. Now, although we are meeting this week, our Sunday church services will be on a week-to-week basis until more information comes out or whether we start seeing this virus start to level out. But I will keep you informed through social media and through our website, whether we'll be having or postponing Sunday morning services. So that's the best way that right now you'll be able to find out what's going to be happening this upcoming week. But again, your safety is my concern. And I think that if we would have had a bigger church, I think I would have seriously considered just live streaming this message. Because there's just a few of us, I think our risks are very minimal. Now, secondly, your responsibility. And during this time, I ask that if any of you or any of your children begin to get the sniffles, don't try to tough it out. Don't try to drag your kids to church. Stay home. Please take the health of others into consideration and just, it's best just to stay home because it may be but it could be worse. It could be something more serious. I'll try to get the audio and video messages uploaded and online as soon as I can, so that way you can hear the message. But yeah, for now, it's just best that that you take others into consideration. You are responsible in that sense. Also, you can be responsible by learning the facts about this virus and what you can do to take preventative measures for yourself and for your family. There's a lot of misinformation out there. The media is blowing things out of proportion. That's why you're not seeing any toilet paper in the stores, any disinfectant wipes, any hand sanitizer. Just the media is is causing a frenzy out there. And if people just knew the facts, educated themselves on what is true and what isn't true, it would be, things would go a lot more smoother. So I have here a couple of websites you can go to. Again, in order to get more information, to educate yourself, you got the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, and also the City of El Paso Health Department. And there you can get more information about the virus in general and what's going on here in El Paso. Also, according to the El Paso Health Department, you can call if you're showing symptoms, if you have symptoms or you think you might have symptoms, you can call 211 and you can speak to a medical professional there, and they'll do an assessment over the phone whether or not you should go get tested. I just ask you that you are aware and that you, again, are responsible. And thirdly, the last thing I want to mention here is our responsibility. As a church, we can be responsible by remaining calm and showing what it really means to trust God. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and sound judgment. We have a God who knows when we were born and when we're going to die. Our lives are in the palm of His hand, and nothing, no virus, no disease, no power, no principality, nothing, no person will ever remove us from that position, from that place. He knows exactly when your last day on this earth will be. So it's important to keep that in mind. Stay calm. We have a responsibility to each other and to unbelievers who are outside, not to allow fear, panic, and hysteria rule over us. Instead, as Jesus tells us in Matthew 5:16, let your light shine before others so that they may give glory to your Father in heaven. If you do decide to stay home and watch these messages online, your financial help is still very important here at the church. So I ask that there are ways that you can still give online, and that's primarily right now through PayPal. If you're not going to be able to make it, if you're going to stay home and you're planning on giving, that's one way you can do it. But also, if you have more questions about that, you can also email me at the church website at feclp.org. Thank you for being here. And of course, if those of you who are watching, thank you. We hope that you're blessed by today's message. So with that being said, we'll now move on to our message for today.